Lee Howard was just an ordinary person, blending into the crowd like any other face under the rain. At the age of 6, he lost his parents in a battle between the evolved and the mutant beasts. Since that day, my sister and I were passed from one relative to another, like burdens no one wanted to carry for long. We grew up in a cold and harsh environment, never knowing what it felt like to truly belong anywhere. But life's misfortunes never comes just once. The mutant disease was a cruel affliction born from the existence of mutant beasts. Some people simply couldn't withstand the energy that spilled over from those extra-dimensional beings. Little by little, their bodies would begin to fail, corroded from the inside out, until paralysis set in and death became inevitable. He was 18 years old now, and every day felt like a fragile truce between life and that slow, creeping end. Facing imminent death, I had all but lost hope. But when I thought of my sister and the wish my mother entrusted to me, something inside refused to give in. For them, and for the promise I made, I had to fight to stay alive. A few days later, on the outskirts of City J, everyone gathered under the gray morning sky. The commander's voice cut through the tense air. "Is everyone here?" he demanded, his gaze sweeping over the assembled hunters. "Our mission is to infiltrate their nests and exterminate them completely." He paused, letting the weight of those words sink in. "Then, I'll explain the details of this hunt. A few days ago, it was reported that dozens of Level 1 mutant beasts were spotted in this area. They've already begun attacking residents. Every ear strained to hear. Every heart beat faster. The hunt was about to begin. If you follow my orders," the commander continued confidently, "we'll complete this mission without any problems." For their team, Level 1 beasts were nothing to fear. They were well-trained, well-armed, and used to staring danger in the face. Chun Zizhen stood at the front, his presence as steady as iron. Known as Lightning Wind, he had reached the evolution level, superior steel, a force that few enemies could ever hope to withstand. "If there are no questions, we leave immediately. Let's go. My fists won't wait a second longer." "Lee Howard, you're the only one on the team who hasn't evolved. As our carrier, do you understand your responsibility?" "Yes, I got it, Captain." For an ordinary guy like me, the only way to work with an extermination squad is to be a porter. Porters don't fight. We just follow the team, carry supplies, and make sure the provisions stay safe. After the battle, we're the ones who clean up the mess and collect any valuable monster materials. So far, everything's going smoothly. Shouldn't take much longer to wrap things up. The gap between ordinary people and awakened beings, it's like night and day. Something's off. Level 1 monsters shouldn't be making this much noise. There's something else here. Something much worse. A level 5 monster, Titan Python. My heart lurched. This shouldn't be here. I stood frozen, the name alone enough to drain the blood from my face. I've seen that thing on TV before. That's a level 5 monster. The Titan Python. My hands were shaking. I couldn't breathe. The intel said there were only level 1 monsters here. This thing, it's way out of our league. What are you all waiting for? Run. You'll die if you stay here. That was close. I almost froze in fear. Good thing someone yelled and snapped me out of it. Damn, that thing's massive. Ah! It's too fast. We can't outrun it. We need bait. Something to distract it. Bait, huh? We have some. Captain, what do we do? He stammered, his voice thin and breaking. What do you mean? His eyes widened, searching for any answer. Asking why. Captain, why? So, you're perfect bait. The words hit like a punch to the gut. You're the only one here who can't fight. That makes you the least valuable. Cold, calculated, cruel, and terrifyingly logical. So why not do something useful before you go? His voice was flat, unfeeling. I read your file. You've got anomaly syndrome. A pause, then the final blow. You're dying anyway. The bastard captain flung Lee Howard forward. He tumbled hard, landing at the monster's feet. The Titan python loomed above, staring him down. Li Haoran coughed, wincing as pain shot through his ribs. He'd been thrown so far he could barely breathe. As the monster lunged at Li Haoran, he could only mutter, "Damn it, is this really it? Is this really how I die?" "Haoran!" A voice echoed in his mind, distant but painfully familiar. "Haoran, Mom might not be able to take care of you anymore. No matter what, take care of your sister. Haoran, promise me. You both need to stay strong and survive." The words rang in his head, sharper than the fear clawing at his chest. Suddenly, a red magic circle appeared under Li Haoran. Light wrapped around him, lifting him off the ground. His body felt strange, like he was being teleported and changing at the same time. Li Haoran stood there, stunned and trembling, his mind spinning in disbelief. Nothing made sense. He was alive, unhurt, and he had no idea why. Someone shouted, "Nico actually summoned a man?" Another voice cried out, "Whoa, it worked." Li Haoran blinked, still too dazed to respond. "He's so handsome," someone gasped. "Can't believe that junk scroll she found actually did something," another said in awe. "Yeah, we really lucked out," a third voice added, excited. Li Haoran could only stare, still trying to understand where he was. They all murmured among themselves, voices low but filled with excitement. "It's been forever since we've seen a high-quality man. He's radiating such a strong, magical aura. My blood's boiling already. So excited. Can't wait," one whispered with a sly smile. "Such a charming guy. I wonder what it'd be like to play with him." The air around Li Haoran seemed to thicken with their eager anticipation. "What the hell is going on?" Li Haoran muttered, his eyes darting around. "Why are there so many succubi here? And why aren't they seeing what I see?" Before his eyes, his status panel flickered into view. Name, Li Haoran. Level 1. Class, Blood Demon God. Race, Vampire. Title, None. HP, 100. MP, 100. He blinked, disbelief mixing with confusion. "What is this? Why am I a vampire? And why can't anyone else see this?" One of the succubi stepped forward, twisting a lock of her hair nervously. "I used an ancient summoning array to bring you here." She avoided his eyes, her voice small against the silence that followed. "When the array activated, the heavens changed color," she continued, her eyes wide at the memory. "Immense magical power surged forth from the circle. The sight really startled us." A name floated above her head in glowing text only Li Haoran seemed to see. Level 3 Monster, Succubus Nico. "Your subordinate Nico pledges eternal loyalty to you," she declared, dropping to one knee, her wings folding behind her. "Forever and ever, I will never betray you." A soft chime echoed in his mind. Ding! Notification. You have gained your first follower. Please check your status panel. Li Haoran stared, stunned. First follower? Until the next part. Peace.